Hello, welcome. This tutorial is specifically for animators, so if you aren't an animator, this might not apply to you. It might clear up some of your storage, but it's primarily something for people who use After Effects, Premiere Pro, other Adobe products. And the reason why is because autosaves take up a lot of hard drive space, and where the autosaves go is hidden on your desktop. And so if we get right into it, you can see here that my Macintosh hard drive, I have a lot of storage, and that's because I cleared up some of my extra files that are just exposed out into the world. And by the world, I mean my computer. Hidden inside of this other category is a folder on my hard drive that is hidden. It's a library where all of the caches are stored, and you can change the location of where your autosaves go in the preferences side of your Adobe products. So if we open up my hard drive here, we already have a library here, but as you can see, it's not as significant as what we saw before. And we gotta make that make sense, you know what I'm saying? And so we're gonna go into user, and you're gonna open up your user folder, and as you can see here, there isn't a library folder, and that's because we need to use Command-Shift period or full stop, and this will open up a bunch of hidden folders. There's a library folder here, and this is just chocked full of content that we need to clear out. And if we sort by size, you can see that caches is pretty high up there, and inside of caches, there is quite a lot of content, and each one is fairly small in size, but that really adds up over time. I've cleared over 100 gigabytes in one go just by using this method. In instances where I am working on big projects, I generally don't delete recent autosaves. I try to pick and choose the autosaves that I delete, but if you look into the Adobe folder, After Effects, you can see we've got quite a bit of content here to look at. And so I generally delete all of the old ones, keep the new ones, and that'll just make sure everything is safe. And then if we go into After Effects, the way that we can change where this location is, because as you can see, it's in this hidden library, we can change where that location is by going into After Effects Preferences and Media and Disk Cache. And in here, for it to load. And in here, you can choose the folder. Right now it's going to that library folder. The reason why this is useful to be able to change it is that if you're used to using external hard drives, it would be a good idea to transfer all of these autosaves and caches over to a hard drive that's external from your computer. Especially if you're constantly using that external hard drive, that would be a good idea to do. And if that external hard drive gets removed, After Effects might not work. So you need to make sure that it's always got a consistent spot to send these caches to. So here I'm just going to select everything just to show you the difference here of how much space this takes up. So if you recall what the previous storage breakdown looked like, here you can see our trash is really increased in size. And so if we clear the trash, it'll get rid of all of this. And look at all of those items being deleted. And again, make sure you're only deleting what needs to be deleted. If you're working on big projects, maybe not the greatest time to delete everything all at once. And there you have it. That's how you can save space on your computer if you're using Adobe products by clearing your cache. This isn't a sponsor, but I just wanted to give you guys this neat tool. It's called Daisy Disk. It basically breaks down the entirety of your hard drive and splits it up by folders. I found this really useful for identifying that library, that hidden library. And you can just click into any folder and see what's taking up the most space inside of that folder. So if you are working on big projects and are afraid to delete something, this can tell you if those files for your large project are the thing that's taking up the most space, essentially. It's really easy to target what's taking up the most space because of their neat data visualization pie charts. I really enjoy their interface, and I believe if you subscribe to Daisy Disk, there's a free trial, and you can identify pretty much everything within that free trial, but if you subscribe, you can actually click in and delete everything from Daisy Disk, or Daisy Disk can jump you to that specific folder. Give it a look. Not sponsored. I just ascribe to Daisy Disk. I think it's a neat program. That's it. Have a nice day.